Howdy, Possum Patty here, and it is Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Yes, Mother's Day journaling will be another video. What's in this bag from the flea market will be another video. There's only one thing in this bag you're going to get to see today, so you'll have to come back for that video. And yippers, I did take Saturday off. No video yesterday. Little Miss TT's doing okay. I have to go in the other room in a few minutes and put some warm compresses on her cheek. It's still all swollen. She might have to go back to the vets. We'll see about that. But I was out of town for a little while yesterday, and I met up with the sisters for a Victorian tea. Yippers, it was amazing. And that's going to be another video. And you know, there's so many new possum peeps out there. There's a bunch of you who haven't seen my Tea Tuesday journal, my Four Sisters Tea Cafe, my Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter's Tea Party little golden book journal here. It is ring bound, yes. And it is very fun and colorful. But I will get this out and do a page for yesterday's adventure, but that's not today's video either. What is today's video? Today's video is just the mess on the desk that I left here Friday. Yeah, because I didn't get here yesterday. Wonderful Mother's Day with baby Possum. Yes, he drove all the way up from New Jersey, spent some time with his mama Possum. And yes, I was dressed up nicely this morning. We went out for breakfast. It was wonderful. But then we came back and I changed and we took a wonderful walk down in the woods, way down in the woods by a stream. And I took pictures of all the wildflowers, and that'll be another video. Yes, look forward to that one too. So that'll be my Mother's Day journaling page. So yes, that's a lot of journaling coming up. Oh, so back to right now, what I left on the desk was the Magical Mushroom Fairy House journal. And I was just about to do a couple of the little pages in there that need to get finished up. And I started another journal, you know, the slow stitch. I finished my old one. And because I was traveling in the car on Saturday, I very quickly started a new one, but I'll explain that in a minute. Yeah, oh, so much going on. Come on along. Just a tiny bit more journaling to do in my Magical Mushroom Fairy House. It's really sad. I really don't want to finish it up, but I'll just have to take it off the shelf and look through it because I love this so much. And the first spread is finished. The second spread is done except for something to put in this sparkly green netting. So this is the only item you're going to see from my flea market haul. Let me move this out of the way for a second, because there's a lot of things in the bag, so that's going to have to be a separate video. Stay tuned for the haul. I do have some fun things in there, but this is amazing. I found wallpaper cutouts in fairies. Look at these fairies. I found wallpaper cutouts in fairies. Now this says 25. I did not count to see how many were in here. I'm sure it's not all of them. But we will take a closer look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. So that's one. It's a flower. Two is this little, looks like a little bluebell fairy. She's adorable. You want to see their faces? Look at the little face. It's like a little watercolor fairy. That's two. Three is this yellow one. They're almost vintagey looking, aren't they? I don't know when they're from, but maybe that's just the style. There's another flower. Oh, I see there's doubles. All right, so there's two of those flowers, and there's two of these little purple ones. Oh, look at this one. She's gorgeous. And, oh, there's these antique roses. I wonder if this is 2 different sets in here. I really didn't open it up and go through the whole thing. I just saw it was fairies, a couple of fairies in here, and so I chose it. So there's 3 of those. I thought it was all fairies. And 4 of these. 5 of these. 5 of those. Okay. 3 of those, 5 of those. And only a few fairies. Oh, here's another one of those. 2 of those. And 2. Oh, and 3 of those. And 3, 4. And I believe that's it. All right. So out of 25, there's not that many fairies in here. But I did get 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 fairies and a bunch of flowers. She did charge me like $2 for it. I don't know what something like this would cost, brand new. Didn't look it up. But that's cute. Very cute, very cute. Okay, so my idea was to take one of these fairies and put her inside that green netting and maybe just sew her in. So let's see who's going to fit. I don't think the big pink one would fit. This little bluebell one, though, goes perfect with this page. These are Canterbury bells. All right, so now we know who's going there. That is so possum perfect. I think I am going to glue her here. And there's two pieces, but I'm going to glue a flower on this side. And just put them like that. Maybe I can kind of glue them a little bit sort of together. And I think that's all I'm going to do, really. And I went out to the kitchen to get some wax paper. I think if I do it that way, then these 2 pieces will get sort of glued together through the netting. And this whole thing will get held together and I won't have to sew it. Everything is always an experiment. So let's try this. I'm reaching for a paper clip. Oh, you know what? These are little strips. I write people's names on them to do a giveaway. And I have not heard back from Catherine. Catherine, let me remind you that you won the Magical Bunny linen bag. And I am waiting for your response so I can send you that. You have to email me. You have to go back and watch the video where I pick the winner and get my email and send me your address. Anybody knows Catherine out there, please let her know that she won. She needs to contact me. I am just having a hard time giving that bag away. The first person that won it, like last year, never contacted me. And now I gave it away to Catherine, and I'm waiting for Catherine to contact me. Well, if I don't hear from Catherine in a couple of days, I will just send it out to somebody that I have an address for. Because that poor thing needs a home. I wonder if that's enough glue to stay on there. Maybe some thicker glue. I think I need more glue on here. Try that. That's nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. What do you think? You think this is going to work? I hope this works. I hope. Okay, her foot doesn't want to stay down. Okay, the third kind of glue I'm putting on here is Fabri-Tac. The glue stick didn't work so well. I put some tacky glue, and that was not holding her feet down. She just wanted to fly away. All right, so now I'm going to put a flower here. I could put that one. I could put this one. I don't know, I kind of want to go with the rose or the tulip. I think I'm going to go with the tulip. But just look how gorgeous that is with this tree over here. I might have to triple glue this too. All right, we're going to start with the glue stick. Number 1. Number 2. Is this absolutely necessary? I don't know. The first time it didn't stick. The tacky glue. And you've all heard me say this before. When Possum Patty glues something down, she wants it to stay down. And on the tips, this is almost empty. I'm going to put a little bit of this, like so. And I'm going to put that right there. Now, I was thinking of trimming some of this excess off so it doesn't flop around too much. I love it. I love it. We're just going to let that dry though. Okay, that is drying. And this one has fish on it. But see, I did sew this one together. That has a little note in it. And this spread is done. And this spread needs something. I've got a little pocket there. Some papers and a little bit of a netting here. So let me find something for this area. You might remember I hauled this a while back, and I said because this book was in sad shape and written in, that this dragon book would get cut up and used in my dragon journal, which I have not started yet, but I will for the Year of the Dragon. I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. And because I have some dragons from the Doki Doki Forest here on this spread, I thought I needed to put some dragon things in the center here. So I need something to cover this. I need something for the netting. Maybe a little thing there and something to go into the pocket. Yes. I know these are all pretty flowers, but they wound up in the center of 2 dragon spreads. So let's peek through this. I love this end page here. Ooh, Eastern Dragon. I'm looking for something that I could fit right there. That's a little too wide. Maybe something like this. I'm going to trim this down and glue it on. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Well, I don't know if this vintagey look goes with these bright yellow flowers, but you know what? I could just change the whole look of this, couldn't I? Yes, I could. By covering everything up. Yes, like that. I could put something on this side. Oh, let me find another page. I'll be right back. I'm going to schmoo this with some glue stick. And we are just changing the look of this page. And I'm going to put this Dragon Hunter right there. Very vintagey, very steampunk-ish. I drew a line. I know I save things for a particular purpose and then I use them for something else. But it all works out in the end. Well, every magical mushroom fairy house needs a few dragons. Yes, it does. And this is Maggie Rose, and this is her little grass house, and this is her dragon up here. If you missed these videos, I will link the playlist in the description box down in the basement below. I made the other one a little larger because I didn't want to cut off the dragon hunter there. So this one's going to be a little smaller, and that's okay. Okay, now I'm going to do this little one and something for the netting. Take a quick look here. I need something smaller. This would almost fit on here. Let's see. I could even glue this pocket together, right? And not have a pocket. I could just have some dragon pages here. I don't have to go with that pocket. No, I don't. All right, I'm just going to trim these down and glue them to this the way I did that, and then we'll look for one to put in the netting. I cut out a few tiny little dragons. I'm just using my finger tool here right now, and I'm putting two back to back on the netting, like that. And here we have a landscape, the dragon hunter, another dragon, and I took one of the tiny dragons and I glued him down here. He's hatching out of an egg. And then on the other side of the page from where I cut these little dragons out from, there was a blue dragon, but only half of a blue dragon. So I took him and I put him in the magical doorway right there, like he's peeking out. And this is the magical doorway to the Doki Doki Forest, and I'll link that below. And like I said, she's from the Doki Doki Forest right there. So I have the addition of some dragons and a little dragon flip and some more dragons here. And we'll just put the, whoops, what's this? Sticker. We'll just put the wax paper here for now till this is dry. Wow, look how crooked this is. What a chop job on this netting, yeah. And just trim it off a little bit. I can just trim this a little bit. There we are. Okay, so dragon spread is done. And the flower garden is done. And what else do we have here? Oh, and I did this yesterday. Oh my stars, happy dance. We're doing the happy dance. We're doing the happy dance. We have a finished journal here, folks. Yes, we do. We have a huge mess on the desk, but we have a finished magical mushroom fairy house journal. Look at this. I finished the fairies on this page. And I finished the dragons on this page. We're gonna leave the wax paper here for just a minute though, and let that dry. And that is it. That is all that is in here. Oh, did I show you this? Yes, I said I was going to put Flo's postcard in between these two pieces of netting and sew around, but I left the thread dangle and I put this little wooden butterfly that I colored with a marker. I didn't paint it, I just colored it with a magic marker. And these are new to my Dollar Tree. These tiny little wooden pieces. And I got a whole pack of 40 little butterflies. And I got a whole pack of 100 hearts. That's a lot of hearts. Maybe they'll go in Happy Mail. And I've got 40 leaves. Aren't those precious? Yes, I figured the butterflies and the leaves for summer journaling for sure. Hearts for any time, right? Yes, new at the Dollar Tree. I do have a whole collection of other wooden shapes. I'll get those out later. But yes, we just did our happy dance. That this is finished. And we'll go back on the shelf for now. It is done. As soon as that page dries. Oh, so let me get the other journal. Well, wait a minute. Hold on to your hats here. Yes, there was another little dragon that I cut out. And let's just stick him in there. I thought about saving him, but you know what? He's so little. He's going to get lost. Let's just glue him down. Let's just put him in there. Yeah, I just got up to go get the other journal, and I said, oh, there's one more dragon, and we'll just put him like right there. Yes, and you can live right there. And this is not drying well here, so we'll put some Fabri-Tac on there. Just like that. Okay, so what will be the next fairy journal? I have a surprise for you. It will be a journal that I did not make. Yes, I got this special journal from Trudy. Hi, Trudy. And I'm going to link her channel below. And she sent me this, oh my gosh, I believe it was last year. And this is a very special magical, it says you're magical right there, journal, and it opens like this. Yes, isn't that fun? It is very magical. And there's a signature. Happiness is believing in unicorns. Believe in magic. You're magical. Trudy just made this beautiful magical fairy journal. And more unicorns over here. Make your own magic. Be a unicorn in a field of horses. Ah, yes, I did a video on getting this, so I know the longtime Possum peeps have seen it. So this will be lots of unicorn stuff in here. That is super fun. Look at that. I love that. So unicorns and magic and mermaid kisses and all of that. And look at this gorgeous paper that it's made out of. And it folds up and it's got a dangly charms on there. Yeah, so this will be the next fairy journal. So this is going to get full of magical fairy adventures. Look at this. They even kind of go together, don't they? Full of magical fairy adventures, maybe just some fantasy, unicorn, mermaid, fairy collages. I already have a troll book and a gnome book. So yeah, this will be for the unicorns and maybe some mermaids and lots of fairies in here. All right, so finished. This will get started. I have a pile of journals over here, but make room for one more here. I need to clean this mess, really I do. I was deciding after I finished my slow stitch journal, my Just Because slow stitch journal, this would be the next journal cover. Now I made this like 3 years ago. And so we were getting ready to go out yesterday and I was like, oh, I want to grab my sew to go bag. But I finished my journal and I had this cover. I got 10 minutes. How quickly can I make a journal? How quickly can I make a journal? Well, I was talking about using markers. Where are they? I was talking about using fabric markers and doing some sketching on some material and then adding stitches. And so this will be my sketch and stitch book. Sketch and stitch. This is the journal cover. And I took my sparkly markers with me too. But I have to look in the drawer because I know I have some other fabric markers in the drawer that I'm going to add to the bag. Oh, so I only had 10 minutes to get this made. And I was like, okay, do I need to go down to the magical basement and look for some fabric? I don't have that much time. What can I grab quick that's going to be easy to sketch on and then stitch? Well, what's still sitting over in the corner was this bag of felt. Now, I did a huge felt haul from the Dollar Tree, and I had all kinds of felt. I didn't even get to these yet. They're a little bit smaller. But I had lots of these big felt pieces. I said, oh, cut them down. And I very quickly cut them down and put them in the journal. I got a clip here because I was working on something. And all I did was cut, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I cut 4, and I took the whole thing over to the sewing machine and sewed it on the sewing machine. And then I took 4 more, took it over to the sewing machine. You could see, here's the threads. Sewed it like that. You can see, well, it's a light blue. It kind of matches, but there's just a line of stitches there and a line of stitches there. This is a light cardboard here. And some, now there's 2 signatures in here, and I will be painting on this page, and then I will sew these 2 together. So I'll be painting here, and then these will get sewn together, because you can't do back to back. So that's how it will be in the whole journal, like that. So a painting, and then they'll get sewn together like that. And this soft felt makes this nice and cushy. It's not quite going to be like the other one where I had the cotton batting in between the pages and everything. That was completely different. Going for a completely different look on this one. So in the car, I sketched some of the fiddlehead ferns. And you could see the marker there, a little bit of sparkle on there too. Did it dry? I didn't let it dry, and I started sewing right away, and I got ink all over my fingers. But anyway, let me get a little closer here. And I've got these little, tiny little ferns coming up down here, and then these larger ferns getting ready to unfurl. Now, I have not finished all the stitches yet. Oh, look at the glue all over my hands. Excuse the mess. I have not finished all the stitches yet, but I did get them sketched in there, and I did get some of the sewing done. But I love how it's coming out. Yeah, so this one is a completely different look, than my first slow stitch journal, which has a lot of added fabric and trims and laces and things to it. Yes, this is going to be different. This will be fun. I will be sketching and then stitching. Sketch and stitch, yes. New slow stitch journal ready to go. Check. Fairy magical mushroom house finished. Check. And new fairy journal. Thank you, Trudy. Ready to go. Check. Thanks for coming along today, and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.